Hi parents, my name is Mr. Chiriboga and I'll be your child's Math for College Readiness teacher this year. This year, our Math for College Readiness class is taking place during 6th hour and it's in room 1210 or online if you're going to go the virtual route. So a couple of things I want to go over. First of all, who am I? Like I said, my name is Mr. Chiriboga. I am a Westwood Christian graduate. I graduated in 2013. I went on to FIU and then I graduated in 2017 from FIU. And I'm still aspiring to be a doctor. I'm taking my MCAT and applying at the moment. That's why this year I'm only teaching one class, which is the Math for College Readiness. So you guys will have my full attention. It is my 3rd year teaching. So I've actually taught this class already twice. This is the only class that I've taught I'm going to teach 3 years. So I do have some experience with what works and what doesn't work, and we'll go ahead and we'll try to not waste your students' time, not waste your time, and we're going to try to just make the class as efficient as possible. I'm big on communication, so I will be sending you guys a lot of emails. Hopefully by now you guys have sent me an email, which was one of the assignments that I had your kids do, and hopefully our communication can be constant and efficient as well. And my main goal in this class is your child's success, not just in my class, not just in math, but anything that they set their minds to. So a big theme in my class is preparing them for the future, as it is Math for College Readiness. I have a big emphasis on college readiness, or even if they're not trying to go to college immediately after high school, just prepare them for the future, teaching them skills that will help them just be efficient and effective. So Math for College Readiness, like I said, is Math for College Readiness. So we're gonna basically review the algebras, which are just the main maths that your child needs to know regardless of what they're gonna study in the future. Most college classes start off with a math, whether it's algebra or whether it's some kind of finite math or something, depending on the career path that they choose. This class is gonna cover all of the basic things that they need to know before moving on to more advanced math. It's also a college prep class. Like I said, we will be focusing a lot on the ACT and on the SAT. This is the first year that I'm implementing ACT things as well. So I want to prepare them not only to take those tests, but so that they can also improve every single time that they take it. There are real life applications and critical thinking going on every single day in class. We start the class with a critical thinking question or an SAT prep question, and I try to make every lesson incorporate into real life. So teaching them about banking, teaching them even about taxes, interest rates, all of those things, I try to incorporate that into the lesson so that they can be prepared for the future. I try to teach your students, or my students, that knowledge is power. They should be responsible with it, but also that they should help each other out. So a big thing that we do in this class is that the students teach each other. And if their students are teaching it, that makes sure that they know the material well, and it actually helps them study and review it a lot better if they're the ones teaching the material. A couple of things about the class that I want to go over, and I'm going to go over it quickly. The first thing is the binder. The students should know this already, but the binder that they have is supposed to be only for Math for College Readiness. One binder. It has to be at least 1/2 inch wide so that they can fit all their material. It can be larger, but it does have to be only for Math for College Readiness. The notes section, they can either have a section for notes in their binder or a notebook. Okay, so they know that. They do need to have a homework section, a graded work section, and a Khan/IXL section. IXL in this class is going to be used for extra credit, where Khan Academy is going to be used for our SAT prep and to kind of track their progress as they're preparing for the SAT. We start off every single day, like I said, with a warm-up question. Normally it's going to be a Kaplan-provided SAT question of the day. We do standardized test prep. They're going to start off with a diagnostic to see where they are in their math skills, and we're going to try to build from that. And hopefully by the end of the year, they will all have taken their SAT or taken their ACT and just kind of know what they need to improve on and what are their weaknesses and what are their strengths and how to capitalize on each of those. Late work in my class, I do collect late work. It's minus 10% every single day until it's worthless, basically. The grading scheme in this class is assessments are 65% of their grade, so that's the big bulk of their grade. Assessments are split up into both tests and quizzes. So tests are going to be double the weight of quizzes. So tests are weighted with 2, quizzes are weighted with 1. So a big thing that kids realize, maybe sometimes too late, is that quizzes are super important. So they should be preparing for quizzes at least half of the time that they're spending preparing for the test, because of the fact that quizzes are half the weight of a test. Our assessments always take place on Wednesdays for the most part. Sometimes we'll have extra assessments throughout the week, but for the most part, your students should be preparing on Tuesday or Monday for their assessment on Wednesday. Like I said, quizzes are worth 1 point, tests are worth 2. Extra credit's going to be done through IXL. They will need to track all of their work in the portion of their binder dedicated to IXL. In this class, we show all our work at all times, so they do need to be tracking all of their work, even if it's something done online. The homework, the homework's going to be worth 10%, like I said before. Participation is worth homework is worth 25%, participation is worth 10%, and I'll go into participation in a moment, but homework, basically anything that I put up on RenWeb or the LMS system. Even students that are in class will need to turn things in on the LMS system as well. Help class is Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and it is by appointment, so your student will need to let me know the day before, at least by 3:30, that they will be attending help class the next day, okay? And then a little bit about participation. Participation is going to be measured basically on if they do their warm-up, if they're taking notes, and basically just their overall participation. If you're an online student, I will also be checking that you are taking notes, that you are following along by asking you to show me your notes or to show me your warm-up that we do throughout the day. It's mainly a warm-up thing to see that you're actually engaging in the class. And then finally, my email is mchiriboga@westwoodchristian.org, and you guys can contact me if you have any questions at all. So I can't wait to get to know you guys, even if it's virtually, and I'm having a great time with the students as we speak, and we're getting a lot done. So I'm excited for this year, and I hope to speak to you soon.